a sense of what my job description is, boy, I can narrow it down to something really simple, and I think it applies to all of us that are in the PR field. My job is to promote and protect my organization. So we use a lot of code language all the time: PR for public relations, CR, community relations, SR, social responsibility. That's sort of what my area that I work in, and my staff, and I have a lot of people to help me do all those things as well. Work every day to promote and protect our organization, our players, our company at large. Because in the end, it all reflects back on the Miller family and the Larry H. Miller group of companies.
Like Frank said, to promote and to protect, we definitely are in the promoting business. And in the sports information department here, we're a lot like Derek with the Owls, and Derek's his brother. Trevor with the Owls and with Weber State, where we have a smaller department. We have more people wearing more hats, covering more sports, and not as getting as much media attention coming to us. So we go to them. We try and get it to them. We send our video to Channel 5 and Channel 2 through an FTP to hope that they'll show it at night. And we make sure our releases get out on time. So we'd love to be dealing with what Brett's dealing with, is managing the media and managing the requests. We're more playing our own media and trying to be our own media entity, and hoping that other media will pick up on that and that fans will pick up on that. And
so I think the biggest key is to get out there and go talk to people and go to organizations that you want to work with and see what they can do, see what you can do for them, whether it's an opportunity right in your niche where you want to be with PR or not, and you can get that experience as you get involved in an organization.
I mean, sports are fundamentally about hope and potential and where you're headed there too. I mean, that's why we can't wait for the beginning of every season, because whoever we're rooting for, whoever our team is, we hold out great hope for the prospects of that season right there. You know, we have a task in front of us because we have this young, exciting, energetic team that people don't know our players at all yet. So we've really taken it upon ourselves from the PR and the CR side to demonstrate the personalities and for people to learn about who our players are. We need to reconnect, and that's our job right now, re-romance with the community here so that they can learn who Gordon and Derek and Ennis and Alec and Trey are. I'm not even using last names, but do you know these guys yet? Well, we need to introduce you to them a little bit so that you can learn about them as well. You know, patience is certainly part of the formula as well. You know, one thing that we've done is if you come up to a game this year, we've put a lot of emphasis on the fan experience. So from the moment you walk in the door to when the game is over, we want you to have a good experience, that you're entertained, not just by what's happening on the court. We put $15 million in renovations into Energy Solutions Arena. We have this monster video display systems that's in the arena now. It's unbelievable. It matches the quality of sitting at home with a big screen TV with the live energy of an audience. And so for us right now, we're testing a lot of things and getting ourselves prepared for the time that will come when the W's will outnumber the L's on our record.
You know, an honor code at BYU, that's, if there's some private behavioral situation that's unique to the university, we try not to make that any more public than we have to, but it's obviously a challenge. The Brandon Davies situation with basketball, a lot of people knew that because, you know, the team is potentially a Final Four type contender that year, and you know, there was some positive that came out of that in terms of people having no idea that BYU even stood for such things, and there's a lot of times where maybe people kind of turn their head to things, and so in terms of the university and having consistency and with what they believe in, there's some good things, but you also have to really care about the individuals involved and not try to divulge too much information. And we try to be consistent with the reporters, so we tell them, listen, I'm not trying to hide anything from you. You know, he's suspended, but I'm also not going to get into why.
So yeah, it's very difficult to balance a personal life and a job like this where travel is so heavy. My family's made a lot of sacrifices over the years. You miss kids' t-ball games, you miss performances, and the one thing I would say, having gone through this is now my 10th year of this, is don't make your job your life. Make your life and your job secondary. And your job's obviously important. You have a responsibility to that job, but your life is your life, and don't get lost in your career and ruin what you have because of that. So I've had to go through some things, and I've taken steps back while still being able to get everything done I need to. So there's ways to manage that. I mean, if you're single and you can give everything you have to your employer, then great. But at some point, you need to worry about yourself too.